Hey, happy Tuesday, everybody. So I just wanted to share a little bit about my day today. I had an amazing day. I book coffee dates often with my friends and some of my business builders in my Young Living business, and it gives us time to connect and talk about life and talk about business and all the exciting things that are happening. So this morning I met with a friend and we were talking about friendships, and I was talking to her about, I'm finding, because she's considerably younger than I, and I was just talking about how as you get older, how your friendships change so much, and that really that saying is so true, that it's not about the quantity of friends, it's the quality of friends. So I found when I was younger, I still have tons of friends. And I think when I was younger, I had lots and lots of friends, but I didn't have the quality of friends that I have now in my life. So I remember back in like August, where I was just kind of feeling like I was at a point where I was ready for a change, and I was ready for like more goodness to come into my life. So what I did was I just kind of prayed on it, and I meditated on it, and I just put it out there that I want to have amazing people in my life. And I literally wrote down the qualities that I wanted in my friends. I wanted someone that I could trust, someone that had high standards, that was confident, that wasn't afraid to take chances, that believed in themselves, that believed in others, that was willing to give me in a friendship as much as I was willing to give them, that had strong values, that had purpose, that just wanted to be better and wanted to help people, because that's really what I strive to do every day. And so I just put the pen to paper and I started writing all these things, and I just said, God, this is what I'm looking for. I'm ready for it. Please show me these people. And literally over the course of 2 to 3 months following that, I had so many people present themselves that fit every single quality in that list that I had created. And this is also the law of attraction, right? So I was telling my friend this morning that The Secret, that book, you've probably read it or you've at least heard about it. I read that book thanks to my best friend, by the way, Morgan. Thank you very much. She knows I hate reading, but she's like, read this book. It's going to change your life. So this was probably about 8 to 10 years ago. I don't remember exactly when. 10 years ago, I think I was just moved into this house. And she's like, read this book. It's going to change your life. So I read like the first chapter, second chapter, third. I'm like, this book sucks, and I put it down. And then she comes over like a month later and she's like, did you finish that book that I lent you? And I'm like, no. And she goes, Jen, seriously, pick it back up, read it. I promise you the first few chapters suck, but it gets better and better and better. I'm like, okay, I trust you. So I pick it back up, and of course I read this book, and to this day, that's probably my all-time favorite book because of how it changed my life. Everything that I have in my life at this exact moment, I can trace back to me reading that book and it transforming how I thought of everything, how I attracted things into my life. And it's not just you think of something and it happens. You think of something, you believe it, and you keep just, thinking about it and making it predominant in your brain until it actually happens. So you do the work and you attract the things that need to get you to your goal or get you to this thing that you want. And it can be anything, right? So it's a great book. And off that book, so many other books have transpired that are all wonderful. And everybody knew this secret. Like if you look through, I think it's on Netflix as well, the movie, but it's so much better when you read it and then you watch the movie. Of course, that's always the way. But we were talking about that, and I said, so like I just did that, right? It's part of I always have this vision board, and I don't have like your typical, here's my vision board and here's the things that I want. I kind of have them spread all over the house. So in my office, I have my business focused, and I kind of use the ULA. I don't know if you guys know what ULA is, but ULA is like a way of life. There's 7 areas in your life. They all start with F, and they'll never all be balanced, but you work towards balancing them all. And if you can kind of work your vision board around those 7 Fs, life can be really, truly amazing. So it involves things like your friends, your field, which is your job, your fitness, your finance, your faith, and there's 2 more, which I can't remember right now. I always forget them. Fun and family. So I always base it around them, and I'm very, very specific. So in my office, if I hear a saying that is like, that's what I want my life to be, or I have a picture, or there's something I'm working towards, like, Royal Crown Diamond, which is like the highest level in our company, I'll put photos or things that will remind me of that, or sayings, and that will keep me focused when I'm in my office working. And then when I'm out here, or actually in my gym, in my home gym, I have all these pictures of all my friends that have inspired me to keep going through my fitness fitness journey and make my life happy. And then I have photos of other things, including like, you know, body image, different things that I love, or different workouts that I want to do and aspire to, or weight that I want to lift and goals that I have. So I do all of that stuff. And that's all about the law of attraction. So we're talking about all this stuff today, this morning at our little coffee date. And I was, you know, she's going through like some tough stuff. She's getting married. And of course, when you get married, there's like all these things that come into play. There's all these people that want the best for you. And some people make bad decisions and they try to get involved when they shouldn't. And I'm not saying this is happening to her, but like this is what happens in a wedding. And there's always a little bit of drama and, you know, whatever. So she's just going through that. And everything's actually going really, really smoothly with her and her wedding. But I was telling her about, you know, things that had happened to me with mine and other friends. And, you know, I'm like, isn't it funny that when you go through such an important time in your life, how your friends really show you who they truly are? And one of the greatest sayings I ever heard, I think this was from Oprah, she said, when people show you who they truly are, believe them. So as much as somebody can say like, I'm a good person and I do all this stuff, but they're actually acting like the opposite, you believe the action, not the words, because the proof is in the pudding, right? So if I'm saying, oh yeah, I eat clean all the time, and then you see me sitting having like you know, a taco at Taco Bell. Sorry if I'm offending anybody that eats at Taco Bell. It's not real food. Free gas with every meal. You know, then I'm saying one thing and I'm doing another, and then like that makes you not trust me, and that makes me look like I'm lying, right? Because I am. So it's really important that, you know, you want to surround yourself with people. I personally want to surround myself with people that are smarter than me, that are more successful than me, because that makes me strive to do better. And then that also enables me to help my friends that want the same thing. So it was really cool too. Just a few days ago, I actually had a newer friend ask me to be her mentor. And I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to be her mentor, because that's such an amazing compliment to get from somebody, you know, because I would love to mentor people, and I think I probably do without realizing I do it, but I have people that along the way have done that for me, and without officially going, can you be my mentor? But to have somebody say that is so cool. So over the weekend, I went to, I took a little road trip with the girls, and we had a girls' weekend. And these were like friends from different groups that I was kind of bringing together so that they could meet. And I thought that it'd be a good fit and it'd be a fun weekend. And really, I just want to create some more memories with my friends and have a good time. And I'm telling you, it was one of the best trips I've ever taken. All we did was laugh. We literally, when we were shopping, we had people following us around the store because they were so entertained by our conversation. They liked watching us laugh and have fun. And, you know, like, it's amazing that I have those friendships now. So I guess the point of this whole thing is that I encourage you to, you know, maybe just look at who you're spending time with, because you are really the top 5 people that you spend your time with. That's who you are, and that speaks volumes. So if I see someone hanging out with people that I really don't want to be associated with and maybe are making bad choices, then that reflects on that other person, and maybe I don't want to spend time with that, because I want to spend time with people that are like working to be the best they can be with purpose and abundance and wellness and this whole, you know, vision that I have for my life. So I always want, you know, if I feel like if I'm in the room and I'm the smartest person in the room, I'm in the wrong room. I want to surround myself with people that are smarter, that are more successful, that support me and that accept me for who I am, and don't judge me based on, you know, who I am authentically. And that's really important too, is to be your true authentic self. So if you are currently you know, sitting there and you don't have that group of friends that maybe you've just heard me talk about, that have all those qualities that you want, or that just don't make you feel good, and they don't bring out the best you, and you don't feel like you can be an authentic you, then maybe that's not the right group of friends. And I know for me, like, it's taken me over, I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but it's taken me over 30 years to kind of figure out that it's okay that I'm not going to get along with everybody, and I'm not going to like everybody, and not everybody's going to like me. And as much as that hurts, it's the truth. But it's my choice and my decision on who I allow to spend my time with. Because for me, another great book for you guys to read is The Love Languages, The 5 Love Languages. And once you can get to know what your love language is, that really truly makes a difference in all your relationships. So for me, my love language is not coffee, even though I joke about that, but it's time. I would much rather if I had a choice between getting a gift or spending time with my friend, I would 100% of the time pick spending time with them. That is one of the greatest gifts that someone can ever give me. So when I say to somebody, hey, let's go for a coffee, and they're like, yeah, let's do it, like right away my love cup is filled up, and that just makes me super happy. And that's one of the greatest gifts. And it's the same with spending time with my kids, spending time with my spouse. So, you know, if you're kind of feeling lost and you're sitting there going like, I don't really feel like I have this group of friends that I've always wanted, or I'm not getting what I want out of my life, and I have all these goals and I'm just not getting there, and maybe you're like kind of in limbo, or you're sitting and you're not sure what to do, then maybe reevaluate and sit down and make that list. You know, if you're concentrating and you're spending all your time with people that are bringing you down, or are not the people that you really envisioned yourself spending time with, they could actually be sucking your time, and then you're missing out on other amazing opportunities because you're so focused on this one thing. So make a list, put pen to paper, and write down all the qualities of a friend or people that you want to spend time with, and write it down. And then just, you know, look at that list and put it out there and say, these are the people that I'm looking for. Like present yourself. And the funny thing was, for me, some of them were newer people in my life that I hadn't really that I worked with, but I hadn't really thought, oh, like this is actually a friend. I just thought maybe we just work together, and that's why we spend so much time together. And others have been my friends for years, and maybe not to the level that I've incorporated them into my life now. So it's pretty cool. Some of them were already just sitting there, and it was like you just put it out there, and it's amazing the gifts that God brings to you in all those times when you're finally ready and open to that kind of thing. So read the 5 love languages, read The Secret, put pen to paper, put down all those things that you look for in friendship and in business, people that you want to work with, and then just put it up and think about it every day. I just literally threw the tea bag out of my mug. On that note, I will say have a great Tuesday night, and let me know what you think about that. And if you do that and it works, awesome. And if you need help with that, I would love to help you with that. Reach out to me, private message me, and because I've got so much experience in that, and it's something I've really been focusing on and working towards. And maybe there's something else I can help you or answer questions you might have that you're not thinking about that I can help you with. So that is part of what I do. People are like, what do you do for a living? Well, I do a lot. There's a lot of things I do. I mean, primarily I am sharing and selling essential oils, and then I'm teaching other people how to do that, and I'm changing their lives by doing that. But overall, I was remembering back to when I was I think it was in my late 20s. And at one point I wanted to become a motivational speaker, and I was like, yeah, this is something I can do. I love it. I love motivating people. It makes me feel good inside. I'm like, I want to be the next Tony Robbins. But as time went on and I met more and more motivational speakers that I had gone to watch over the years, I realized that, that's a great job for somebody that can commit to that 100% of the time. Do you hear my kids? It's bedtime. They're going crazy. But that for me wasn't what I wanted to do, focus everything on. So it's kind of cool that now in my job with Young Living, I'm actually able to incorporate that in with what I do already. So I educate people on health and wellness, fitness, supplements, oils, healthy eating, exercise, all that kind of stuff. But then I'm also able to support people in a mental capacity where I'm motivating, I'm educating, and I'm teaching, and I'm getting that part that I like. And then the whole social part comes into it. So my job is the best job ever because I really literally get to make my own schedule. My boss is awesome. She's like, Jen, go to the beach today. You deserve it. But it's really cool, right? Because I get to make the choices. If there's something I really want to do, then I incorporate it. One more thing that I thought was really cool. So growing up, I never knew what I wanted to do. And I actually ended up going to college. My dad's like, you're going to college for business if you don't know what to do. So I went to college for business, which was great because it gave me the foundation of how to run a business and finances and all that kind of stuff. But then when I was done, I really wasn't sure. And I ended up going to school for aesthetics, makeup, and all that kind of stuff. And then I opened my spa, and I was my own boss doing that for almost 15 years. And then when I got done doing that and I dove into Young Living, I was like, did I just waste the last, 15 years doing this other job? And then boom, wouldn't you know, Young Living comes out with Savvy Minerals. And now I also get to incorporate what I love, makeup, skincare, all these amazing beauty things. Now I get to incorporate that into my job. So nothing you do is ever a waste of time. And isn't it incredible when you find finally find the place where you're meant to be, you can incorporate all of the very important things that are important to you into a job that you love and create such an amazing life for yourself that it's the best gift ever. And I'm so grateful every single day for the opportunities that I have, for all of you that are watching. I know I see a lot of you that are honoring my oil organization, and I know the oils have changed your lives, and I'm just so forever grateful for all of that stuff. So on that note, have a great night, and let me know what you think. See ya.
Time for Alex to go to bed.